If it's not a mountain bike and it's not a road bike, then what the heck is it? Taking some of the best qualities from both worlds, in this video we're going to talk about what a gravel bike is, what it isn't, and why every mountain biker needs one in their fleet.
Start it up!
In my view, biking in general is really used to accomplish three things: fun, fitness, and commuting. Gravel bikes, however, can do all three of those things bundled into one single ride. Now, I'm not a bike designer, so I'm not going to dive too deep into the details of gravel bike geometry. I'm a mountain biker, and if you ask me, gravel bikes are just mountain bikes for road riders and road bikes for mountain bikers. If you do a quick search on YouTube, you'll quickly find that gravel bikes are commonly discussed amongst roadies decked out head to toe in spandex. And a couple years ago, I would have told you that's exactly where they belonged. But after riding one pretty consistently for the last 18 months, I'm thrilled to admit how wrong I was. While I'm not trading in my baggies for Lycra anytime soon, I've learned just how much I enjoy a good gravel grind or adventure ride. See, gravel bikes can take you where a traditional road bike or mountain bike won't. Road bikes due to their off-road limitations, and mountain bikes due to the weight and lack of frame mounts. It's not to say that you can't enjoy a gravel adventure on a mountain bike, but a dedicated gravel bike will take you further, faster, and has room to pack everything that you'll need while you're out on the road or trail. Gravel bikes have a wide gear range, similar to what you'll find on a modern mountain bike. Some will have a dropper seat post and even suspension. These are characteristics of a modern mountain bike that are packaged for a bike that looks more like a road bike than anything else. But upon further inspection, you'll notice wider handlebars, knobbier tires, and an ever so slightly slacked out front end. And frame mounts. Frame mounts everywhere. Mounts for bottles, cages, bike packing gear, and even mounts to hold other mounts. The name alone would imply that it's designed for gravel, but what does that mean? The main topics that gravel bikes intersect with that I'm personally the most interested in are adventure rides and bike packing. You can utilize the enormous amount of frame mounts to load up your gear for an overnight getaway in the woods, or pack it down full of snacks, load up the kids, and go have an adventure off the beaten path. I often refer to my gravel bike as the Dadmobile, and for good reason. Becoming a dad and having a little girl in tow was the main reason I spent so much time on my gravel bike over the last 2 years. Mountain biking wasn't an option for bringing a newborn along, but I could easily slap the burley on the back and go get some miles in. What started as a means for exercise to not fall victim of the dad bod quickly turned into family adventures on gravel bikes and picnics on the river.
You look like a real graveler.
You're like a dork. Outside of family adventures in the woods, gravel bikes are also great for urban assaults and riding where bikes don't belong.
I keep feeling my back tire fall to the inside. Oh gosh. Oh, this is it. Let's go!
In short, gravel bikes are really more of an all-surface road bike. They're designed for efficiency, long days in the saddle loaded down with lots of gear, and exploring a new avenue of fun on a bike. There seems to be two primary types of gravel bikes, those like my Poseidon X that are slightly more on the road end of the spectrum with skinnier tires and a full rigid build. The other end is equipped with tires as wide as 2.5 inches and the occasional suspension for it. I opted for the X, which is a gravel bike that leans slightly more road than trail, simply for what I knew my use would be. In either case, both would qualify as underbiking on single track, which is a ton of fun on gravel bikes. Underbiking is intentionally riding a bike less capable than what would otherwise be ideal for the trail. It forces you to be more mindful of your lines for the sake of blowing out a tire or your back. Gravel bikes handle single track relatively well, especially if that single track is machine-built flow trails. All the trails in my neck of the woods are the old school hand-built trails, with routes that are as common as the trees that they grow from.
What's fun is, this isn't ever a trail I would choose to ride on my mountain bike. This is more of just like a multi-use walking, running, biking trail. It's not a mountain bike trail, but it is single track. But it's way more fun on a gravel bike because there's no suspension, skinny tires, different geo. It's just a lot more fun. Like, this would be boring on a mountain bike. This is actually a lot of fun on this gravel bike. So, like, honestly, this little turn right here is super sketchy. Oh gosh. But going up hills is a dream on this thing. Like, hills like that was nothing.
In my view, gravel bikes are a great alternative to road bikes if you want to do some exploring off the pavement, but don't want to dive too deep into the world of mountain bikes. Going gravel gives you the flexibility to get a little bit of both worlds, especially if you don't have the risk appetite for full-fledged trail riding. On the other hand, even the greenest of green trails will get your blood pumping a bit as soon as the trail gets a little bit wet or sandy.
Well, that was the first time. Not bad. That was the first time losing control. Second time losing control because of the sand.
I wanted to give a big shout out to Poseidon, Wonder Goods, and Quadlock for providing the products used in this video. If you're interested, I'll have links down in the description, along with some other miscellaneous affiliate links. Using these goes a long way with helping the channel, as well as providing me with some insight on what you want to see more videos on. Until next time.